Good afternoon. Today I am continuing from the last time with different types of things that indicate that there is a syndrome of rewards and punishments in a system, not in a social system. That would mean a system made up of people, and it could be a small group of people or a large group. It could be a city, it could be a country, a social system, or it could be a classroom. That's what I'm referring to when I'm talking about a syndrome within one of those systems. So another indication that there is such a syndrome is a lack of equality. An example is the lack of equality which children or young people suffer in schools, where teachers reward the good, intelligent, or whatever, honoring them in front of everyone as if they were better. Some who don't receive rewards are capable at times of attacking the good ones, when they get a chance. So I believe that's where bullying comes from. A lot of the bullying is because the teachers can manipulate children with rewards, and the children get mad among themselves at the ones that get the rewards. And this shows that the rewards and punishment syndrome. Drug addicts are enslaved to the drug, A lack of liberty is another symptom of the syndrome of rewards and punishments. An example of this is the happiness and liberty that little children show when they know they're not going to be punished for anything, no matter what they do. But when they're threatened with punishment, they are less happy and more sad because of their lack of liberty. Drug addicts are only interested in one thing. Now this is I'm leading into another symptom. Drug addicts are only interested in one thing, which is the drug. Similarly, uniformity or lack of diversity is another indication of the syndrome of rewards and punishments. It's an addiction within the system when there are rewards and punishments. Those two are synonymous, rewards and punishments and addiction, because we are addicted to the rewards or punishments. An example is that with the exponential growth of the development of the suburbs and the country that began with cars, there was an exponential growth in cars too, which is the imbalance that goes with addiction. So these exponential growth, all of them imbalanced in all these things, caused many species to disappear. So when the countryside is all made into suburbs with grass and trees and so on, there's a lot of uniformity that wasn't there before. Before that, there was a lot of diversity. So this is another example of a symptom of this syndrome. Another sign of this rewards and punishments syndrome is false feedback. For example, if after a recession many companies are given loans, the economy starts to look successful. It might even seem successful in statistics because there's a lot of growth, it looks like. But actually, it may be just based on those loans. And when they come due, it's all over. So this example, this is a false feedback. The way those statistics are given out as a sign of success, when actually there's no success. It's all a figment of their imagination. Illusion is a symptom of the syndrome. For example, persons who work at the companies that receive the loans feel very good, very sure of themselves. They're under the illusion that everything is fine. They're completing their transactions happily without noticing that the end is coming, when those loans have to be returned. So that's an example of the illusion of this syndrome of rewards and punishments. The loans are rewards. Another sign is denial. For example, the denial of global warming. This denial was paid for in part, at least, by one of the Koch brothers, who had earned money from oil. Well, I'll go into that the next time. I'll repeat that again. Okay, thank you for listening.